So what does the dilemma of the bear and the dilemma of the squirrel, what do they have to do with brain health? Let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Dr. Lisa Ann Homick, and this is Brain Snob, episode 31. I want everybody to be a brain snob. It's not an insult to be called a brain snob. It's a high compliment. It means you know enough about the brain to give yourself amazing life experiences. After all, a burdened brain is a disease magnet and lost talent, while a performing brain can change the world. Your brain makes your body, you make your life. So let's make your life. Come to the office and get your BFA template and the BFA roadmap for the healing journey. Sorry about that. What is BFA? BFA is Brain First Always. It is the protocol I use with chiropractic in my chiropractic office to help people incorporate all these awesome ways to boost your brain, and so you can be a ripple effect in your community. So there's a bear and a squirrel. How does this story start out? You're outside, maybe in the woods, and you're minding your own business and doing your thing, enjoying nature, but there's bushes near you, and you hear the rustling in the bushes. And here's what you do. You say to yourself, your nervous system does this in a split second, it's a bear. What are you going to do? You're going to get ready to run. Your heart is going to beat very quickly. Your lung capacity is going to increase. All your blood flow is going to go to your extremities so you can fight or flee that bear, because you do not want to come face to face with a bear. Your brain is telling you it's time to do or die, and the brain takes that very seriously, and your body changes quickly. Now, what if it's a squirrel? You have to wait a few seconds and see that little cute chubby head sticking out of the leaves in the bushes, and you say, oh, it's just a squirrel. Now, after you've been shaking and shaking and shaking and your heart's pounding through your chest, now your body has to relax and get back to homeostasis, get back to calm, get back to normal, get the blood flow away from the extremities, back to your organs, so you can digest and rest and heal. But that whole process is interrupted. You can't digest, you can't rest, you can't heal when you're in that fight or flight response. So if you automatically think it's a bear in the bushes before you actually investigate and prove it to yourself, your body's already gone into action. Here's the thing about modern day living. We think everything is a bear. Everything. And it doesn't have to be as dangerous as running from a bear. Our stress response should be short-lived, and it shouldn't be ongoing with modern stressors. We need to get a handle on that. We need to change some things in our life so we can avoid the stressors. Because if we go in bear mode enough times, our body's going to be so fatigued and worn out, there's no returning back to health. And so I'm sorry, I'm trying not to be so depressing here, but I tend to get that way because I know what we are capable of when we take the time and give ourselves that special effort to really protect our health and help ourselves. It's doable. We can be very successful as long as we are aware and make that commitment. And that commitment does have to come from the prefrontal cortex. But here's some other information that you might want to be aware of is your unconscious brain activities take up 95% of your day. 5% of our life is actually conscious, where we are specifically working out the details and coming up with a plan and doing things with some logic and problem-solving ability. That's 5% of our day. If we don't count the 8 hours of sleep, if you're getting 8 hours, that is 48 minutes of your day you're actually using your brain consciously. The rest is automatic, autopilot, and probably coming from the limbic system here in the back of the brain. So, how much control do you have over your day-to-day life? May not look so good, especially if that 95% is mostly bear and not a cute little chubby faced squirrel sticking its head out of the bushes. A squirrel is playful and goes romping through the branches and is just gliding through the air, jumping from tree to tree. We need to live like a squirrel. We need to feel like we're floating, we're free. But if we feel like everyday life is an encounter with a bear, our nervous system is going to act, of course. Our nervous system is that sophisticated, but we don't want it to be that way all of the time. So most of your day is unconscious. That includes how you get ready for work in the morning, how you get dressed, how you brush your teeth, and how you drive your car, how you address your customers or address your coworkers, how you conduct meetings. All of this can be somewhat unconscious. And it can be inefficient and it can be ineffective if it's just not helpful in your life in the long run and even in the short run, because we run around chaotically. We run around in a frenzy. We have just this massive brainstorm in a negative way. Thunder and lightning, where everything is just falling apart. We need to get here on time. We need to get here on time. One thing I can't stand is being a slave to the clock and go here, go there, and do this and do that. And we overextend ourselves. We budget our time very poorly. Things take longer than we actually intend them to be, so we're running late for everything, or we're overbooked. We try to get too much done in the day, and we're involved in a lot of activities that may not bring us pleasure anymore. We've got to face it. Sometimes we're just in that habit. We don't want to upset the apple cart. That is the brain. 95% of the brain in that unconscious state. And if we only have 48 minutes where we're really thinking about things, what are we getting accomplished? So we need to find the right balance. Get the brain in balance. Less bear, more squirrel. So, how do we do that? How do we dive into a better brain? Well, we listen to these videos, watch them rather, watch and listen to these Brain Snob episodes, and making some comments in the section below, starting up some interesting conversations. Go to my blog, it's called createpurpose.com, and watch that orientation video. Also, be sure to click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and to click the like button. And become a brain snob so you can be that positive ripple effect in your community. Thanks for watching.